Hey sportsmen, John Bergsman here with Fisherman's Digest at beautiful Freeway Sports in Fenton again. You know what, Jim is starting to clear this showroom out, but he's still got really good selections left of some of the most popular models. So if you're looking about getting on the water this year for walleye fishing, bass fishing, salmon fishing, you name it, you better get down here to Fenton. You better talk to Jim and the boys at Freeway Sports quick, because they are starting to run out of some of the most popular models. Hey, we got 5 great reports today. We've got Lake Erie shores and islands. The Bass Islands area are starting to fire big time. We've got an in-depth report from the Lake Erie shores and islands region. We've got the Detroit River. Really good, solid report from the Detroit River. Then we're gonna flip north just a little bit, and we've got a St. Clair River report as well. Then we're gonna continue going a little bit north. We've got a really good tight to shore report from the guys over at Send It Charters for Saginaw Bay walleye. It's already starting to fire there. We're going to end the day on the northeast corner of Michigan with Captain Steve Hubert and Alpena. 5 great reports, all big water reports. Stay tuned here on Fisherman's Digest. Hey, so the first report of the day is one of the most popular spots anywhere on Lake Erie, and that's the Bass Islands, that Erie Shores and Islands region. And we got Captain Kelly Schmidt back from a little crappie fishing down in Kentucky. He's got his both boats in the water, ready to go. He's got that 20-foot, that new smaller boat for smaller parties, wet and broken in with lots of walleye slime. So here's the report, and it's a good one. We've got fish all around the islands, basically green, rattlesnake, north to north bass, in between both the Bass Islands and Kelly, and all around Kelly Island. Literally, there's just a ton of fish starting to really inundate the traditional areas around all of the islands, Bass Islands to Kelly Islands. So here's the critical sets. If you're getting your boat hooked up and you're gonna head on down, you've got really good, nice looking water. No problems with dirt going on right now. Looks like some pretty calm weather all week long. So the sets are 35 to 60 back. Now, Kelly's using mostly bandits now, and he's not switched over to Yozuris yet. He'll do that a little bit later in May, but the bandits have been 35 to 60 back, then a little bit of a gap, and another good fish catching area at 90 or 100. So 35 to 60, right in that range, or 90 to 100. That's been the best fish catching zone. And we've had Captain Gary Zard. I've been watching Gary. He has always given us great reports as well. The guys from Blue Dolphin confirmed those are the best sets. So Kelly's all over the fish. If you're looking to get out with a smaller party, get a hold of Kelly with his 20-foot boat, but he's also got the great big 28 Carolina Classic for those parties of 4 to 6 people, where you can get out in one of the most awesome boats on the water and have a great day from irregardless sport fishing charters. So the speed to end it, this report, 1.3 to 1.7. You're starting to see those speeds creep up from 1.5 up to 1.7, even 1.8 on a calm, sunny day. You're starting to have those fish just a little bit. They're coming post-spawn now. They're going to get active. If we get a week of stable weather with any kind of temperatures at all, those fish are going to fire big time, and those speeds are going to start popping at 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. So, Erie Shores and Islands, get your boat hooked up and head on down.
You always get the best at Beck's Trailer Superstore, the nation's largest trailer dealer. With over 1,500 trailers on 45 acres, you won't find a better selection anywhere. Whether you're looking for an open or enclosed trailer for work or play, you'll find the perfect trailer at Beck's. We have flexible financing options through several national and local lenders to offer the most competitive rates and payments from only $69 per month with approved credit. For the best selection of quality trailers at unbeatable prices, call 888-SAVE-BECKS or visit BecksTrailerStore.com.
So hey, next report is our Wyandotte Worm sponsored report from the Detroit River, and also the St. Clair report as well. And the Wyandotte Worm guys make great colors of worms. They're really durable, but yet they catch tons of fish, and plus they're the originals. They're the original Detroit River worm, and they've got their minnow out as well. So the Detroit River report right now for all of you guys headed down this week, it's super clean water. We've got real stable weather. The water flowing in from St. Clair on the American side seems to be quite clean, which presents a little bit of a problem. So just be aware when you're looking to start fishing on the Detroit River, a lot of it is about choosing water that's stained enough to actually hold fish without them knowing you're there. So if I'm going to go choose a spot on the Detroit River right now that's inundated with fish, I'm not worried about the spot having fish. I'm worried about, is it too clean? So try to find some stained water, even a little bit that leans towards the dirty side is going to be better than the gin clean stuff. So right now it looks like it's somewhere in that 20 to 30 foot range. There's still a good group of shallow fish for sure, but those fish by morning, because of the water clarity, by 8 o'clock in the morning, they're pushing out and they're on the first break for sure already on the Detroit River and all the way out to the main channel. So you're catching lots of fish. You're also using real dark natural colors like the black Wyandotte worm and a purple head on the jig has seemed to be consistently the best. I also heard that the Pimp Daddy head, what's it called, antifreeze colored head with a little purple on it, along with a black Wyandotte worm was also really good. Now guys are still tipping with minnows. That's been the key. This water has been a little slow to warm up, and so the minnow is still in play here. So don't forget to stop by Moe's up on Jefferson, or if you're looking and you're coming from the Waterford area or that side of Detroit, the bait box, Mark and the boys over at the bait box have got all minnows all the time to make sure that you're all set up so you don't have to stop if you don't really want to. So Wyandotte worms, look for stained water, be patient, fish slow. Hey guys, just spent an awesome day out on the Detroit River with Steve from Wyandotte Lures and Mark Malvick from Bait Shop, and we joined Captain Eric Long from Long Lines Charters. And I just got to tell you, I am impressed with Captain Eric's ability on this river to catch fish. People were struggling today, and we got a basket full of fish, as you can see right there at the close of the show. And we want to really throw a shout out to Steve and the folks over at Wyandotte Lure Company. I'm telling you what, those are fish catching plastics. If you're looking to really improve your game here on the Detroit River, or any river for that matter, anywhere in the United States, you've got to give the Wyandotte Lure Company and the Wyandotte Worm and the Motor City Minnow a try. A huge array of great colors, fish catching colors, the right suppleness to act really, really lively in the water, but hold together fish after fish. So that combination of great plastic molding and also a huge selection of the right size and colors of jigs. Check them out at Wyandotte Lure Company. And hey, thanks Captain Eric for another great day on the water.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
So hey guys, we've got Nick and Anthony's report, and they've been giving us some great perch and panfish reports for the last few weeks, but they've switched it up. It's walleye fishing season, and even those two panfish maniacs can't resist a good river bite. But this river is the St. Clair River, and we're super happy to have an awesome bite. You see the pictures going across the screen. You're gonna say, well, even though the Detroit River's good, maybe I wanna ditch the crowds and head on up to the St. Clair River. Not a bad plan. Here's some of the keys that Nick and Anthony found out for us this past weekend. You're definitely going to want to find some stained water again. St. Clair is traditionally a little cleaner than Detroit, and so that can be tough, but wherever you can find some color to the water, it's going to hold a lot more fish. They were finding their fish in 25 to 35 feet of water on St. Clair, and they were also noting that some of the hotter areas were like 100 to 200 yard stretches, and then it would slow up. So don't be afraid of shortening up once you identify those critical quarter-mile little runs to pick up as soon as you get through them, run back up on top. The other thing Nick said to me was really important was avoiding boats. He just said because of the water clarity, it seemed like whenever they got in a spot that they had had success in the past, but there were boats present, they just didn't catch as many fish. When they got off by themselves on their own piece of water and just drifted along without the presence of boats and identified those critical little short areas of a long drift, then they were able to really put together a nice basket. So again, dark Wyandotte worms, really, really effective. Same thing as on Detroit. It seems like the black worm with some sort of a color on the tip, or the blue ice, or a pimp daddy. Those three seem to be the best. Now, again, stay out of packs. Be willing to fish 25 to 35 and be willing to really jig subtly. Anthony pointed out that it wasn't a scream and move and jig. It was a real subtle jig, and they were there, and then you just continue that lift right into their jaw. So, St. Clair River, producing awesome catches of fish. Don't be afraid of going there as a second choice to the Detroit if you just can't handle the crowds.
Don't spend another season breaking your back using 5-gallon gas cans to fuel your toys. The Flo-Fast portable fluid transfer system is your solution. A great tool for fueling your ATVs, snowmobile, boat, garden tractor, and more. Flo-Fast eliminates gas sloshing on you and your machines, plus works in reverse to pull unused fuel from your equipment at the end of each season. The pump transfers from container to container in seconds and moves up to 8 gallons a minute. Log on to flofast.com for a dealer near you.
So hey, fourth stop of the day, this is one of my favorite bodies of water, the Saginaw Bay, the Great Lakes Bay region. Of course, we're here always talking about Saginaw Bay. Well, Jason from Send It Charters has been out on the water. Unlike a lot of people that went on down to the Detroit River to make some money down there, Jason has stayed locked into the fishing that's gone on Saginaw Bay. He's been rewarded. He tells us that there's a good group of fish somewhere in that 12 to 15 foot area on the west shore, basically the whole shoreline of the Linwood Beach Marina side of the bay. 12 to 15 feet of water. We're talking about, you know, stained water being, again, it seems like this is the theme of this report. Because of the lack of big winds for the last few days and also the lack of a lot of rainfall. It hasn't been that heavy of a rainfall year to this degree, so you don't have the bay filling up with a lot of runoff. So what happens is you've got, you know, pretty good clean water. So try to find some color to the water if possible. 12 to 15 feet flicker shads or flicker minnows. Number 7 flicker shads or number 9 flicker minnows. 1.8 to 2 miles an hour, Jason tells me, has been the best. And you know, you're going to encounter not a lot of weeds, but you're still going to have to pay attention to check your baits here and there. But you're just going to have to be willing to make long trolls and touch the Garmin, touch your GPS when you catch fish. He said what it seems like is that there's scattered pods of fish along long trolls. Like he might make a couple of mile troll, but he'll have 2 or even 3 GPS coordinates where bing, bing, he can catch a fish or 2. And it's just not worth, unless you get slick, flat water, it's not worth turning on them because you're gonna encounter other pods of fish up the way. So once he gets about 2 or 3 GPS waypoints lined up, then he goes ahead and pulls his lines and he can run back through those numbers again and consistently pick off a fish or 2. It's not fast and furious yet. It's still post-spawn and it's still open water trolling. But as you can see by the pictures that you've been looking at, Jason's catching some really nice fish. So if you're looking to get out on the water with a great qualified guide, Jason Graham there from Send It Charters is your guy. Just give him a call, get on his schedule. He'll show you a great time on Saginaw Bay. And plus, if you want to just learn from him a little bit, go out a couple, 2, 3 times with him and learn how to fish this bay better. Maybe go out in the spring, once in the summer, once in the fall, and put that in your memory bank. So if you want to come back with your boat, this is one of the biggest keys to a guide, is they can teach you the body of water spring, summer, fall. And once you know that, you can come out here on your own and do it yourself. Or like a lot of guys, you just want to keep coming out and having great days with really good people on the water. So join us up here in the Saginaw Bay area. The fishing is just getting started and it should be great all the way through fall.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease. Simply drive on the trailer and the Drotto will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever, and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Drotto is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Online at DrottoProducts.com.
So last report of the day, we're up there with Captain Steve Hubert from Chum Bucket Sport Fishing Charters, and we're in the port of Alpena. And really right now what's happening is the greater Thunder Bay area is doing what it always does in the spring, and that is kick out really, really nice fish. Lots of numbers of fish. I say numbers of fish on Super Slims. It seems like early in the year that Dreamweaver Super Slim is on fire up there in Alpena, and this year is no different. Brightly colored Super Slims, the oranges, the golds, the double orange crush, the spotted leopard, all of those colors, super good early season colors here on the Thunder Bay region, all the way around through Rockport and all the way up to Presque Isle. Now, where are the fish located? They're shallow this time of year, about 45 to 55 feet of water in the mornings, and in the afternoons, then they seem to slide out a little bit out to 90 feet of water, but try to locate humps that are in close proximity to the same early morning ledges that you're catching them on. So if you're on an edge of shoreline that you're fishing 45 to 55 foot of water and you're having good success, in the afternoon those fish will simply slide out to humps that are on the bottom just in deeper water. So they don't just slide aimlessly around. They're really working structure right now. They're looking for gobies. They're looking for anything they can eat. Lake trout this time of the year are very ferocious, and that's why they're easy to catch, because they're really feeding up heavy. So again, what's the best way to do this? Well, Steve tells me that running boards and copper right now and then wire divers on the corners has been the ticket. He's not even putting downriggers out for the most part. He's basically just running wire divers, high-low divers on each side, two on each side of your boat, and then a 75 copper, a 125 copper, and a 200 copper. Now, over the last week, it seems like the 75 and the 125 coppers have definitely been the best. Why? Calm waters over there in Alpena. Those fish are usually up high, and of course, you're only in 45 to 55 foot of water. So that's the reason those two sets have been the best. So if you're looking to get out in your own boat, take these reports to the bank, because Steve gives us the exact scoop on what's going on. If you're looking to just head on up to Alpena, get a lay of the land, get a feel for the water, and get out with one of the best fishermen in Michigan, Captain Steve Hubert from Chum Bucket Sport Fishing Charters is your guy. Give him a call, get on his schedule, and you know what? Experience what I found out long ago. Alpena is one of the most beautiful areas of the state of Michigan. So hey, awesome reports this week. You know what? It's full-blown spring. I don't think we're going to see another snowflake anywhere until November or December. So you can get those boats out. And speaking of getting boats out, it seems like Jim at Freeway has got every boat in the state of Michigan out in his front lot. They're either wrapped up in white and looking to be sold and rigged, or they're already sold. And that's one of the problems, as we mentioned at the top of the show. If you are looking to get a boat this year, you've got to get down to the dealership and get that boat bought, because they are going to run out of stock sometime here in June or July. Things are flying out the door. It's craziness here. But they still got some really good models in stock and good selection right now, but that's going to change. So get down here, make your best deal, get yourself on the water, and start enjoying all the great fishing and recreating here in the state of Michigan. Hey, we'll see you next week on the Fisherman's Digest Hot Bite Video Report.